Community of Northern Ghana, a remarkable story of women in empowerment unfolding. For generations, women have been the backbone of Shea, but production, turning the nuts for the Shea tree into the valuable resources that support their families and communities. We visit one of the community that is Kilo in the northern region of Ghana, specifically Kumbungu District, to find out how does it have, what impact does it have for their family, what are their challenges, and what is their call to authorities with regards to Shea.
And a career Fatima, a representative for Kumbungu Cooperative and their secretary. We do mainly share processing here, though we do have pickers amongst ourselves, but they take to process. So we do mainly processing here. The processing of the butter starts with picking the nuts. We go to the farms and pick our nuts from under the trees. We don't pluck them from the trees. We let them fall before we pick them. Then we bring them home, parboil them, dry, dehusk them, then dry again. Then dry again. So you dry to get the consistency you want. After drying, then you crush the nuts. After crushing, you roast it with a roaster. So previously we used to be hacks with the manual with the sticks at home, but now we have a dehusker in the processing center that we use. So instead of dehusking at home, they bring the whole nuts here to be hacked to get the nuts for processing. Then after roasting it, they mill it. After milling, you knead with a kneader. Before it was done manually with the hand, and now we have a machine for that. So you knead, then after kneading, you boil. You collect the foam from the kneaded butter, then you boil it. So the boiling, it's done twice. You do the first boiling, you collect it into pans and let it settle. Then you pour out the oil and then boil the oil again to reheat it and remove all impurities from it. Then afterwards, we let it cool down. When it cools down and you are not sure about the purity, its purity, then you sieve it. But if you are sure there are no impurities in it, you let it cool and then it solidifies. Then you get your shea butter from it. So the price of the nut varies. It changes within time. So currently we are buying a bowl of nuts for 20 cedis, and then a kilo of butter is being sold for. It's being bought for 30 cedis from the women. Okay. So if we have control of the price, it doesn't affect us much. But for some time now, we've not had control of it because of what do they call this people? There are some people that buy the nuts in bulk and then export them. So they control the prices of the nuts currently. Because if I have a bag of nuts to sell, and then a woman comes to me and gives me the price she wants to buy it, those people just come, give you, maybe add money to what you are offering, and then take it from you. So it affects the women because they are not able to buy it at the price they want. And it goes a long way to affect the buyers too as well. Because if I buy my nuts at this price and I come and I want to sell the butter to you at this price, and you are also having your own price, it affects the transaction. Share is contributing because it hasn't stopped. It's contributing a lot in the lives of those involved in it, especially the women. Because if you are able to process and then come out with quality butter and you get a good price for it, you're able to make very good profit from it. And then you can use it to solve many of your problems. And then the women also, instead of waiting for their husbands to ask for money, they now do a lot of things on their own. So currently we have a lot of challenges. We have water crisis. Our machines are not enough because Borigensuli, we are a cooperative made up of around 600 to 800 women. And currently we have only 3 needles, 1 mailer and 1 crusher. And it's not enough for even the 3 communities benefiting from it currently, because it's currently benefited by Ngodua, Chilo, and Napaile, and it's not even enough. The 3 needles are not enough. If you enter inside the processing unit, you find a lot of butter milled and ready to be needed, but the machines are not enough for the women. And also water. We have a lot of problem with the water because the kneading process needs a lot of water to wash out a lot of impurities from the butter when it is being kneaded. So we use a lot of water here. But currently our tap is not flowing because the water company blocked our tap. So we fetch from the streams and then the river. So the water too is a prize for us. The call for a share board is very important because of the suppliers involved in the share business. They buy only the nuts and then they export it. But whilst we need the nuts to process for butter, which is a way of adding value to the nuts, which is important. But they take only the nuts and then they export it to the white, and we don't know what they are doing with the nuts. That is one thing. Another thing is because they deal directly with the dollar, they control a lot of the prices in the share business, especially the raw share nuts, the prices of it, and it affects the women a lot. So if we have a share board which controls the prices of nuts and also controls the exportation of these things, it will help us a lot. And then also, concerning the trees, the cutting of the trees, there are laws in America that stop citizens from cutting down certain trees. And when you are caught in the act, you'll be penalized for that. So such laws can be created in Ghana here concerning the share trees. And the women also cutting down the share trees. It's more like you cutting down your livelihood. Because if you are benefiting from something and then you are destroying it, you are destroying yourself. So to my fellow women, I'm pleading with them to stop the habit of cutting down share trees. And then the chiefs in our communities also, they should put in laws that stop their citizens from cutting down these share trees, because these share trees are our cocoa in the northern region. Thank you.
Finally.
So to the government of Ghana, we are pleading with him. Share is very important for the women in the northern parts of Ghana, and not even just Ghana. There are African countries where women also benefit from this share. So to our own government, we are pleading with him to consider doing something about the share. It is our cocoa in the northern part of Ghana. So he should look into it and then work towards giving us an international market. Yes. So this processing unit was built in collaboration with GSA, CKB, and then the Mastercard Foundation. So CKB is our main supplier for now. We process the butter and then we sell to him to make soup, black soup. So we aside CKB, we have other people who also buy it from us for their productions of soap and then cosmetics. So after the processing, we also have that as well.